level 2. Grotto. This is another one I really like. I have a specific memory of this place too. I had finally made progress in the game, and so I was like, I was pretty hard pressed to put it down, you know, and like lose that momentum that I built up. Um, and so we had been at a park. I think I was with my dad that day. You found a stone beak. Let's find the owl statue it belongs to. Oh wait, we can just skip this part, can't we? And another one of the big factors for why you didn't like knock this out in an 8-hour increment, the battery life of the Game Boy was a pretty limiting factor in itself. And sometimes your family either just didn't have more batteries, and oh hey man, what's up? Either you just didn't have batteries at home, or you didn't have the money for more batteries, or like your mom was not going to go to the fucking supermarket to go get you more batteries. Here's how you deal with the Shy Guys right here. Let's do this shit. He's stuck. There we go. Perfect. So sometimes you just kind of had to like sit on your haunches and fucking wait until you had more batteries to play your Game Boy. And it's like, it's one of those things, again, you take it for granted, you don't think about. You know, like a lot of kids will never understand needing batteries for their electronics because that's just not a thing that happens anymore. You know, now everything's just rechargeable, and like the limiting factor is one, like your parents give you the tablet or whatever, um, and two, I was like you could stand on those. Um, if you actually have access to the charging cable or an open wall jack to recharge your shit. You know, if you do, you're good to fucking sit on that tablet and skivvy toilet all fucking day long if you want to. So anyway, my fucking tale is I was sitting there at this park. I don't remember what we were doing or why. I think we just went to the park one day. And I was sitting in one of those old school park shelters. You know, it's all painted brown and shit. Um, and it's getting late. And I'm also like I'm running out of light, so I can't fucking see very well, and my battery's dying really fucking fast. And I remember this, like I had like a little girl and little boy. I think they had stopped playing to come watch me play my Game Boy, and I was like, the little fucking light. If you never had a Game Boy Color before, um, the GBA also did this. It was just equally terrifying. So the GBA had a green light, a little green LED, and when it was running low, you would change from green to orange. Um, but the original Game Boys, the Game Boy Color, didn't have that. Instead, it had a red light, and the red light would just start to flicker, and then it'd eventually die. Um, so once you had it start to flicker, you know the frequency. You got to kind of be a good judge of. Oh yeah, I got jumped. You got to be a good judge of how much battery life you had as a kid. Oh fuck you. You know, like you could kind of start to eyeball the frequency at which the light was flickering. Um, And so my battery was very, very, very fucking low, and then we had to leave. So I think I got into this next room with these ghosts, and you can hear this music. It's pretty fucking stressful. It's almost like a horror movie kind of track, right? Something like Psycho, and then you get these guys here. Is like, yeah, that's my memory. And it doesn't necessarily click as a kid that you have to light the fucking torch. So, you know, you're just running around this dark room, or that you can't even see these fucking things because the screen's so dark, you know? And so, again, you're just kind of like desperately trying not to die and lose all your fucking progress. You know, that's the kind of shit I'm not talking about here, you know? Okay. Ah, shit. What was the order here? See if I remember it. Nope, that wasn't it. See, this is what you gotta do. It's like, there's a specific order you have to kill these things. Nope, not that one either. It's actually one of one of the statues tells you what it was. I just don't remember it off the top of my head. Nope, not that one either. Alright, let's go try and find that statue. There we go. Oh, fuck me. So in my job, fuck, I have to listen to this. I load trucks for a living at a shipping center. And that means that those trucks can be pretty hot in the summer, pretty cold in winter. We had that huge winter storm blow through, and obviously I had to keep doing my job. Now I'm not someone who hates the cold, by any means. I'm actually pretty warm-blooded. I usually have to dress down. So it was 0 degrees or so Fahrenheit in most of these days, and is that stone? Yeah, it's right here. First defeat, imprison Pole's voice, last Stealthos. Okay. Um, I don't mind being cold, but my body, your body doesn't really appreciate it either. Um, so I got pretty sick last week from just being in the cold, and then this week is not that bad. I think I'm recovering, but still, like it takes a toll on your body. You know, not just weakening your immune system. Um, just it tires you out. There we go. Amazing that still takes me some time. I always really like these side-scrolling sections and the fact they had their own music or their own kind of dungeon theme. And you only get to hear it once. Ah, I'm your bad guy this time. Ho ho ho. Um, yeah, you can't hurt me as long as I have my bottle. I can't move, but I'm still alright. Your little sword won't break this bottle. I think I died to this guy a few times. It took me a while to figure out you could avoid those fireballs. Or rather, it's not these fireballs that can't avoid. It's the next phase where he throws like a Hail Mary at you and you have a really small window to try and dodge it. Why you broke my bottle? Why you make me hopping mad? Yeah, those. Easy. You got the conch one.